Tonight I'll be talking to one of the most influential figures of the folk revival, Martin Carthy.
Martin Carthy.
The great Martin Carthy.
Sie können heute Folk- and Blues-Musik hören, Arne Domnerus aus Schweden und jetzt kommen aus England Martin Carthy und Dave Swarbrick mit Solveig.
Solveig, Solveig, all on a day, she dressed herself in man's array.
And there was this fiddle player, and he was called Dave Swarbrick, and we hit it off immediately. We worked together for about 3 or 4 years, and we had a fantastic time.
She robbed him of his store, she said, kind sir, there is one thing more. Hey,
I'd just come across that song, Hawkstow Grange, and I said, oh, there's a fabulous name in there. This bloke's called Steel Ice Band, and Tim said, that's a good name for a group.
Oh, let it be wet, my love, and never so cold. I will rise with Aunt Flora and away to my fold.
I resent the idea that a person who cannot read is an idiot. A person who cannot read is in the darkness. Now, if the common man was indeed in the dark, then it's remarkable what he managed to achieve. And if it's remarkable what one can achieve from nothing without books, then that in itself is the wonder of tradition.
There was a king and a glorious king, a king and a king of noble fame. He'd a daughter fair and bright, Lady Daisy was her name. Sing, oh, Daisy was her name.
I always think of Mike as being one of the really supreme inventors. His real musical genius lay in his singing and what he could do with this absolutely stupendous breath control. Try again, Martin. He didn't have any birth control. He had hundreds of kids.
Yeah, he's got 4 kids.
And if you bring silver to set me free, for to save my body from the cold jail wall and me neck from the high gallows tree.
I've no gold,
And I've no
I'd like you to welcome to the Folk Song Cellar, Martin Carthy.
Oh, I've lived a long time, Mary, in this old house, me dear, and for the winter whistle like that I never did hear. But mother, you know, the fiddle hangs close beside the chink, and the wind upon the strings is playing a tune, I think, with me fol-de-la-la-la, 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 fol-de-la-la-la.
Give us a sense, Martin, of the sort of thing that Paul Simon would have heard there. You know, sitting in the corner of the Troubadour, listening to you play. Give us a little burst
he didn't
of
really
Scarborough
come to the
Fair.
Troubadour. He
Wherever you were playing.
Well, he didn't
Play
come.
Scarborough Fair does.
Where did you... Oh.
That's what he's saying.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. For once she was a true love of mine.
What advice did you give her when it was obvious it was going to be serious and this was going to become a career?
You really want to know?
Yes.
My advice to her was never shag the band. And I am serious.
It's good advice. It is very, very good advice. As I walked out on a moonlit night when the moon shone bright and clearly, I met with a blue-eyed girl and she looked at me surprising. We had roo-I-ra, fa-di-diddle-la, roo-I-ra.
Somebody said, you should get Martin to sing that.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
Did you know it beforehand? Did
Sure.
You? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I was a huge Slade fan.
Yeah.
You know.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't tempted to get a mirrored top hat?
Well, they kept trying to fit me. They kept trying to fit me up.
Come on, feel the noise. Girls, grab your boys.
We'll get,
Wild, wild, wild.
we'll get.
Wild, wild, wild. Come on, feel the noise.
Girls, grab your boys. We'll get wild, wild, wild.
Remember my dear departed former Radio 1 producer John Walters? Whenever you did Famous Flower for either myself or for John Peel, you would always find Walters standing by the tape recorder in the office going, makes it up as he goes along, you know. Gets longer every time he does it.
Oh, pretty bird, come sing it plain. Oh, it was her mother's deadly spite, for she sent thieves in the dark of the night. They come to rob, they come to slay, they made their sport, they went their way. And
9 minutes and 40, Martin. I'm afraid he hadn't broken the record.
I've let you down.
We were hoping to crack the 11-minute barrier tonight.
I'll do it again. If I give up the seat I've been saving to some elderly lady or man, have I been a good boy? Am I your pride and joy? Mother, please, if you please, say I am.
In a folk club I saw Seamus Ennis playing the Ilian pipes and wondered what the hell that was. I knew what bagpipes were. I thought that was Scottish, but he was playing this other thing. It looked like he was wrestling an octopus. It was absolutely astonishing. Really did. It was absolutely amazing.
With nice pyjamas on.
Oh, very nice.
And what was the octopus wearing?
This feeling inside me could never deny me the right to be wrong if I choose. And the pleasure I get from, say, winning a bet is to lose.
Martin Carthy was the man who taught Bob Dylan the tune for Bob Dylan's Dream and Paul Simon how to play his Scarborough Fair. His weird and wonderful guitar tunings give his interpretation of folk songs a certain magic.
And there she found her own dear Joanne in the bramble briar where his body they'd thrown.
The reason we decided to do this tour was that in 1968, 1969, if anybody can remember back that far, everybody and his brother was doing a farewell tour, and we just thought we'd be different, didn't we?
Well, it's the Spinners, really, isn't it?
Yes, I'm afraid, yes, down to the Spinners. We're the only people who weren't doing farewell tours at the time were the Spinners and us. So we made a vow between us that we wouldn't do a farewell tour until the Spinners did one, and now they've just done one. So now it's our turn.
We made the little drummer as flat as his shoe. We made a footballer his rowdy down to. Sergeant the corporal we knocked out the two. For we were the boys of the morning. And as for the weapon that hung by their side, we flung them as far as we could in the tide. Devil go with you, says Arthur McBride. First pull in our walk in the morning.
And then I saw this man, Sam Larner, and I walked away walking on air. I just never heard anything like it in my life. That was the moment which decided what I was going to do. So later on, I started this process of trying to find a way of playing this music, which I found so exciting. From me, Martin Carthy, good night.